And good news, I just finished my dinner, so I won't have to stop and eat it every in between each part of the match. So they're about to restart and get going, and I'm just going to put my plate in the wash. In the sink, rather. My fault, I really should have eaten dinner a lot earlier. Anyway, off we go. Spam, I believe, still streaming, so you can go to his stream if you want to see his perspective. Off we go then. I'm riding on board with Massa. Not something I'd ever want to be doing in real life. You see Revo making a good start with just Bergie just with him. Where's Spam? He's in third place, fighting with Bergie. You see all three of them committing to this corner, I think. Spam going a little wide. Massa falling away, which is a little bit of a surprise. I expect him to be a little bit stronger in the first round, but of course maybe he will warm up. Maybe this isn't his best map. As you see Revo and Bergie going quite hard as Revo goes a little wide. Oh, but just about manages to pass Bergie by being very aggressive at the end. And that's 10 points for Revo. So a great start for him. Bergie in second, Spam in third, Massa down in fourth. 6 tenths behind. It may not sound like much, but in racing terms, half a second is just over half a second to a large amount of time, especially in a short map. Although this one I wouldn't describe as too short, sort of middling in length. Anyway, Massa getting a slightly better start this time. Oh, and Spam going very wide. What happened to Spam there? He's got caught on the checkpoint. He got a bit of a bump beforehand and he got caught on it. And that's not good for Spam at all, who I mentioned is probably one of the favourites to make it through. Especially considering his performances in other tournaments and lands. Oh, as we see, that was Revo, I think. Yeah, definitely Revo. So this round, definitely going the other way for Revo. It feels a bit more topsy-turvy now. Bergie still holding station in second. Just looking for a small opportunity to get by Massa. So go to the finish. And Massa takes the win this time. And Spam just trundling over in disappointment. But that's a small mistake. That's not to say Spam is out of it. He's only 7 points behind Revo, who is still in the lead, but only 1 point ahead of Massa, who is 1 point ahead of Bergie. So it's all pretty tight at the start. And Spam's a strong player. I think he will come back a little bit from this. Oh, as you see, Massa bumping against the border, and that might compromise him a bit. As Spam, no such mistakes this time on this third round. Bergie and Spam cutting through each other a few times, but it looks like Spam has the edge between the two Dignitas players. Of course, Bergie having to play second fiddle much of the time in the Dignitas team, but does have his moments to shine, and this may be one of them. As you see Spam holding it together at the end as they all rush through. Spam, Bergie, Massa and Revo. I should switch the camera a bit. And that's a nice time from Spam indeed. So 58 flat almost, I thought. So, that's very close. So Bergie on 18 points, Spam, Massa and Revo all on 17. So all to play for going into the second map. Damn it, I'm hungry, I'm getting a muffin. Oh, hey Nelky. You know, Nelky, if you wanted, you could Skype call me. I would, and we could cast this together if you'd like. It's a bit lonely on my own, so you'd be very welcome to join. I didn't notice this in the semi-final, but down the last corner on the back of that ESL board, they've got a nice little checkered flag, so you know it's the ending. Nice touch. But I didn't even notice it during CPS, which was played earlier, so I really need to increase my awareness levels, pay a bit more attention. Anyway, speaking of paying attention, that's what you need to do right now, as the second map gets underway. We're running Bergie right now. He cuts underneath almost everyone, but Spam even cuts back under him for that long left-hander at the start. You see it all building. It looks like Bergie and Spam and Revo and Massa. Nothing to separate them right now. Remember, this is where we saw in the first semi-final a couple of mistakes. Spam going a little wide. And it looks like Massa and Bergie and... Oh, Revo getting past all of them there. Very strong run by Revo. Bergie just about being consistently holding second place here. Oh, as Revo goes wide. Massa, Bergie and Spam. Oh, duking away with each other. Bergie almost hits the wall but gets away with it and is handsomely rewarded for that risk. As they go towards the ending, they're all still right together. Bergie takes the win. And the 10 points that come with it. Great stuff. So Bergie extends his lead slightly. Remember, we're still in finalist mode. So once he gets, if he gets to 80 points, then he will still has to win it again, which increases the pressure on him mentally, I guess. Anyway, Massa getting a great start this time. Bergie and Revo just behind. Spam not doing quite so well in this round. Oh, as you see Revo getting a no slide, and it's like one of the worst feelings in the world when that happens. You just feel so pathetic when it happens because it just slides into the wall and there's very little you can do about it, especially because you don't see it coming. As we see Massa extending his lead. Bergie not too close to the wall there. He's closer that time though. And it looks like Massa has got this sewn up. The former Dignitas players sticking it up to the current Dignitas players, trying to make them regret their decision to. Well, he chose to leave, to be honest. Sort of. It's very hard to tell. Bit of a soap opera going on at the big teams, I think. But a nice time from Massa, nonetheless. Oh, who was that? That was Bergie. No, it wasn't Bergie. It was the other guy, Massa. Yeah, Massa, who played just so strongly in the previous round. Lost everything in just one corner. That's all it takes. As you see, Bergie leading from Spam, just about, and Spam cuts back underneath. But Bergie getting more momentum. Looks like Spam had to lift there on the slope. Oh, but Spam, so much more confidence through that particular corner on this occasion, and is able to stay ahead. Oh, and Bergie must have dropped behind Revo because he's just passing him again now. Oh, that's not too bad for Bergie though, because it was Spam who won that round. So Bergie on 40 points, 3 ahead of Spam. Massa 3 behind Spam, and Revo starting to fall back a bit. He is 7 behind Massa. So I wouldn't say Revo's out of it just yet, but that round didn't quite go to plan for him. Muffin time. This is nice. As we watch them warm up, and the taste of this muffin, this chocolatey muffin, is wonderful. I wish we could be eating this muffin with me right now. Okay. I wish we could be eating a similar muffin. It's a good moment now to eat a muffin. And I bite into it as we watch Bergie practice. And it seems is just about confident in this map too. And the chocolate chips crunch through my mouth as I attempt to fill dead air. Oh. This is from Sainsbury's as well, it's pretty good. Anyway, it's about to start and I haven't finished the muffin. Oh. Bad call. This is not a good time to do the muffin anymore. Oh. Right, off we go. And Revo getting a bad start here. And Massa and Bergie stuck behind Spam. Oh, Bergie going a little over the edge there. Just over the top of the underground block. It's a bit difficult. And Massa going a bit wide, which lets Revo back in. So Revo made a mistake at the start, but it doesn't look like he's too weak on this map. As we see Spam holding off Bergie. Let's switch to Bergie and watch him attack. Come on, Bergie. Oh, just going around. Spam is just about holding him off as they go towards the ending. Maximum risk, and Bergie inches ahead of Spam right at the end, and he's very pleased with that, isn't he? Because my keyboard is all sticky now and full of muffin. Oh, and Spam says that Bergie's fixed the match. Jokingly, I guess. I hope. That's up to Revo, as he's inches ahead of Bergie, who's not such a great round, but neither is Spam, as we see Massa in the lead now. And we see Revo desperately trying to play himself back in, as we see Massa make another costly mistake. Oh! Speaking of costly mistakes, there's another one. But Revo's Massa comes to a dead stop in the checkpoint, pushing too hard to recover. We'll now the experience of Massa and Bergie, with Spam and Bergie rather, was shining through here. So they know when to play it safe and when to attack. As we come up to the end again, and I think Bergie's going to take it once again. But he had by slightly bigger margin than last time. Or at least... Oh, is Massa going to cross it? Yes, he is. But very far behind the others. With a time that's not going to impress anyone. So the points are that Bergie has quite a big lead now. Over 11 points over Spam. But of course it could collapse quite easily if there was a mistake. Massa is 8 behind Spam. And Revo is still dropping back slightly. But Revo in second place at the moment, or just losing it to Spam, I think. As we see Bergie in 4th place. Hanging back, I think. Hoping the others will make more mistakes. But Massa once again leading towards the early stages of the round. In front of his compatriot Revo. Revo, who really needs a good result here. I reckon he's going to try and get ahead of Massa. As we see Spam and Bergie fighting out behind. Now can either of them cut ahead? Spam cutting ahead of Revo, or at least trying to, but too little too late. Massa takes the round win, with Revo just behind. And I think in Spam stream someone muted their mic. Not sure what to make of that. Anyway, next map already. So what was the score there? It was I'll wait for it to load again. So Bergie leads Spam by 10 points, so Spam has closed a point back on him. Massa 2 points behind Spam, which is encouraging. And Revo 11 points behind Massa. Oh! Just practice, but that was a big one. I think that was Bergie. No, it wasn't Bergie, it was Massa who did that. There we go. Massa says that now he's going to get serious, that I think it was him who muted the mic. It's hard to tell without being in the Dignitas Skype call. Right. and Bergie's asking Massa to put on the mix. It's obviously, I remember Bergie saying before that he likes to listen to music while driving. Maybe it's a sort of a mood thing or some sort of Zen trance. Or perhaps he just listens to dubstep while driving just to block out the rest of the world. Interesting, they all have different approaches, I guess, or most of them do anyway. So Bergie cutting underneath at the beginning of this round on the new map. Well, back to the earlier first map, I think. The Massa in the lead from Bergie, as we see Spam, I think, making a mistake. Ooh, Bergie going very wide there. Trying to get as much speed as possible. They all go for the wall hit. Oh, and Massa doesn't do it so well. Oh, Bergie almost loses it. And Massa inches back ahead. This is a close fight here. Oh, is Massa going to be able to hold it? Yes, he is. So Massa will take the round, I think. Oh, Bergie just about making it. Where's Spam? He goes for safe finish, and Revo takes him. So Spam not playing quite as strongly as I'd suspected he would, and losing ground to Massa now. With Bergie still in the lead. And Revo quite a while behind. Oh, Massa doing that, the same thing he was doing during the first map rounds. It was almost identical crash there. Just being too aggressive, I think. He wins the round and he messes up on the next one, although Revo has made a small mistake now, which has let Massa back through and into the mix. And Massa cutting back underneath Revo, who has fought back a little bit. He's quite hardy, this German. He's got some fight in him. Oh, and Spam gets a bad wall hit. So it's so risky. We saw one of the players in the first semi-final, I think it was Snick, who wasn't taking the wall hit, and occasionally it paid off. Oh, as Revo holds the slide a bit too much there and has to take the safe finish, and so does Bergie. So Bergie will lose out hugely there as Revo nearly blows it. Hey, no need to go dissing other players, man. Tween's not even here, is he? He's not watching this, that's for sure. Anyway. As we watch through in the next round, and Massa once again holding a small lead over Revo and Spam, and Revo makes a mistake. So Bergie is just behind Massa and Spam. Coming up to the wall hit then. They're all going to go for it. And Spam, again, doesn't get it quite so good, but it's not as costly as the previous round. Oh, and Bergie making a big mistake, which will let Revo through, surely. There he goes. Whereas Massa just behind Spam now, so Spam is overtaking him as they go towards the ending. As Bergie comes in through into 4th place, so he didn't get back in front of Revo. So Bergie under pressure here. Only 2 points ahead of... No, Massa ahead now. 2 points ahead of Bergie. So they're getting near finalist mode now. So it's going to be very interesting, as the top 3 are very close together. which of them is going to make it first, and then which of it is going to pass finalist mode first and advance to the final. But of course, things can change very quickly, but I doubt Revo is going to be able to bring himself back into it. And Bergie, I think, a little upset to lose the lead, as we see a little bit of banter between him and Massa, saying, "Oh, you wouldn't have gotten ahead of me if we were still in Dignitas." Well, I remember a couple of times where they played together and Bergie got a good start and then Massa got ahead, so I don't think it's strictly true. Massa plays for himself above anyone else, I think, as we all do, to be honest. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see how this sort of personal but kind of jokey duel goes. Massa sets a nice time apparently. I didn't see what it was because it's only warm-up. If it's only in the warm-up, it didn't happen. That's my ruling. Anyway, could we see the winner decided on this map? That's what happened in the previous semi-final. Oh, as we see Spam messing up right at the start. And Revo too. So, Bergie and Massa now at the top. And if they both finish as is, they will both get into finalist mode. Bergie will just about squeeze in because he gets 6th for second place. So he doesn't need to beat Massa in this round, but he doesn't want Massa to get the psychological edge on him. Although it might be a bit too late. Oh, as you see Massa clipping the edge of the hole there from the track. So Bergie will definitely get through now, but will Massa? That's the important thing. Yeah, he's not fallen too far back. So there we go. So they're both in finalist mode. Spam is 4 points short. Is it going to be Bergie or Massa winning it in this round, or will Spam or maybe Revo rise to it and be able to prevent them winning? I'm not so sure. Revo gets a decent start though, with Massa and Bergie right behind him. Revo goes a little wide, and it looks like, but he's still just about in it. Should stop trying to focus on Revo. But it's Massa leading right now. Bergie dropped down to 4th place a little bit, just playing it safe, I guess. But you can't really do that when the place in the final is on the line. It's a surefire place anyway. Let's see, can Spam get in front of Massa now? He's closing up. He's got to fight with everything he's got here. As you see, Bergie actually getting back into 2nd place now. But is it too late to challenge Massa as they go towards the finish? Massa gets a good landing. I think he's done it. And Massa wins the semi-final and advances to the grand final. Well done. So, still the 2nd place up for grabs now. Spam is now in finalist mode too, so we'll have to see if he can do it, if he can get in front of Bergie. And like I said, Revo, I don't think he has much of a chance of beating them for too many rounds in a row. But he's ahead right now, so doing a decent job, it must be said. You see Spam falling back a little. The poor transition. Oh, I'm pushing too hard. Bumping into the wall. But if Bergie can't get Revo, then this will grant Spam a pass for that mistake, essentially. Revo actually playing quite strong. He was strong in the previous round as well, so he seems to have come alive a little bit. But Bergie can smell blood. And will do every little trick in the book to get by, pressuring him this way and that. But is it any? It's no good because Revo's coming into the air. Oh, and just too much to the inside for Bergie there. And Bergie is screaming at Revo. Oh, and apparently Revo has done this to him before. So they go to the new map. And it allows Revo to catch up a little bit. They agreed to skip the warm-up. So, who's going to do it then? It will probably be either Bergie or Spam. I'd say Bergie will probably just about make it. Although I'd like to see Spam rise to it. Revo might. I think, but Pigs would have to fly first. Here we go, we're in the warm-up. So, the crucial ending of this second semi-final. How are we doing for time? I'm not sure when the grand final actually is supposed to start, but surely if we're running over with this, I think it's at past that it starts. Don't quote me on that. So that's 9:30 in Europe and 8:30 in the UK, where I am currently. But this has been a absorbing couple of semi-finals, and I really can't wait to see how the final goes. So they agreed to skip, but they're still doing the warm-up anyway. I guess admins didn't quite see the message in time. Tricked you into no warm-up, says Kim Zero, the ESL admin. Oh, cool. It's good to see Kim Zero still around. Go someone, says Massa. Right, so here we go. Is it going to be Spam or Bergie? We wait to find out. Spam and Revo get decent starts. Spam doing quite well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this might have been a better one for Spam, although we see Bergie getting ahead now and Revo making a mistake. So now it's a personal duel just between Spam and Bergie. The two Dignitas players, long-time friends, but now they've turned enemies for this particular match. Until it's over, they'll be desperate to beat each other. A competitive animal is a fierce thing. And as we see, Bergie just holding the line ahead of Spam. Can Spam get a good ending here? If he can't, then it's Bergie's going to go through. You see Spam risking it at the ending. Here he goes. Yes, he's done it. Oh, what a finish. And that's it then. But oh, that must hurt for Bergie. Seeing Spam just edge him like that right at the end in the dying moments. But Spam was there when it mattered. He was there when it mattered. He had to risk it at the end, I guess, but a great ending there. A very exciting finish to the semi-final. And so that means attention switches now to the final, which will be between Tween, Zach, Spam and Massa. Now, that's going to be very interesting. So